Culture Talk. I am Dr. Marco Robinson, and I'll be your host. This first season will deal with the centrality of food, family, and community. More specifically, it will deal with how soul food and barbecue still are mainstays within the African American experience, all the way from our days of being taken from the shores of Africa and being brought to America, and even how that resonates all across the American South. This video podcast deals specifically with culture through avenues of looking at local food, art, and history. Please join us, and most importantly, make sure that you subscribe. We need viewers like you to follow us. On this episode of Culture Talk, we'll deal with food, family, and community, exploring the centrality of barbecue and soul food in the African American experience. We'll hit the road and go to Arkansas to visit Mabry, Texas-style Smokehouse, owned by Charles and Candace Mabry. We'll also head to Memphis to visit Derek Clark and his A Square Meal Cafe, all on Culture Talk. Join us. We love to see you there. Culture Talk with Dr. Rob. We're in Jonesboro, Arkansas at Mabry's Texas-style Smokehouse, the best barbecue in Arkansas. And we're about to taste and see. Mabry's Smokehouse is located on one of the busiest streets in Jonesboro, Arkansas, home of Arkansas State University. The proprietors, Candace and Charles Mabry, were the brainchild behind this establishment and is one of the top eateries in the city since its inception during this past summer. The top quality foods produced at Mabry's Texas-style Smokehouse starts with the pit and the select woods that are used to smoke the meat.
This is the pit room, basically. This is where we barbecue everything. We get started about 4 o'clock in the morning. We're coming in, put all our meat on, and season it the night before, and basically cook the briskets for 16 hours. We cook the ribs for 6 hours. Cook the Boston butts for 8 hours. Chicken for 10 hours. Chicken for 3 hours. Basically, I use oak for beef, and I use hickory and pecan for all my pork. So that's where we chop it up before we take it off in there.
After star college careers in football and volleyball, the Mabrys translated their athletic prowess into a family-centered business.
So here at Mabry Smokehouse, it's a big family thing. My husband actually does the meat. Little Charles helps out on the meat when he's in town. Shreya actually does all of our sweets. She does the pecan pie, and she does the peach cobbler, and I actually do all of the sides: coleslaw, potato salad, baked beans, macaroni and cheese, green beans, and anything else in between. That's us, and we help run things here.
First, we put all our meats right here. We put brisket right here, the chicken right here. We put the pulled pork and the ribs right here and the sausages right here. And then that's where we prepared it to get it ready. And we put them in the warmers until somebody ready, and then we just...
The Mabry's secret blend of seasonings is a recipe to die for. This is one of the most unique rubs I've tasted. You can really taste the robust seasonings that you put in there, and it really coalesce really well with the meat. So it's the best. Mabry Smokehouse.
Not too salty.
The best in Arkansas. Straight out of Texas.
Yeah, straight up.
Behind every great establishment is an even greater story. The Mabry start wasn't even intended, but they made their way to be one of the top establishments in Jonesboro. So what was your inspiration in starting Mabry's Texas-style Smokehouse?
I invested some money in a friend of mine that did barbecue in Arkansas for a little while, and he kind of wasn't up to par. Arkansas barbecue was a little different from Texas barbecue, and his effort was a little different from my effort. So we just parted ways, and I just wanted to get my investment back, my initial investment back, and it turned into this.
Right. You've shared several stories with me about your mother and how even her providing for you and how that played into being a spark for you following through?
See, my mom just gave me inspiration as far as hustle wise, because she always made a way to provide for her kids. She also always backed me by, letting me know that I could do anything, whether it be football, trying to go professional, play professional football, or whether it was being an entrepreneur or being, just an inspirational spark, period. That's kind of the role my mama played in, and let me know that I can do anything through Christ. As far as barbecue, like, it wasn't always something I wanted to do. It just kind of was a void here in Arkansas. So I just kind of filled the void. We were in real estate, and we kind of got that to where it was self-sufficient and ran itself. So then after that, I invested some money with a friend. That didn't work out, so I just wanted to get my initial investment back. So during the time of getting my initial investment back, we sold a lot of plates. So then it became to where it may be something that's lucrative, and that's kind of where it stemmed from.
So I follow you on Instagram, Facebook, Mabry's Texas Out Barbecue. It has quickly become a pillar in the community. I see people coming, helping do the Christmas tree, taking pictures. Let's talk about the relationship that's being built between Mabry Smokehouse and the community.
Well, basically, Jonesboro has pretty much supported everything I did. I had a beauty supply place and a clothing store made for like 10 years here, and they basically, I had clubs. They basically support everything we do. So what we basically have been doing for the last 5 years, Thanksgiving was my mama's favorite holiday. So we just basically give back, plates, boxes, and stuff like that to help needy families or people who just was, a little down on their luck. And it kind of stemmed into that this year to where we want to just cook and kind of serve them ourselves, so that's kind of where that came from as far as us giving back to the community during Thanksgiving. And the community just supports, I think they just support their own kind of, so I've been here 20 years now, so I'm kind of like, homegrown here now, it kind of shaped me into my manhood. So basically they just support everything I do. So we started off by giving away a lot of food too, we'll go cater to the bank. We'll go cater to the car lot. We'll cater to Frito-Lay. And then they started paying for it. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like, you kind of hook them first, and then they have no problem with paying for it. So they support pretty much any move we make, long as we put our all into it, they good at supporting.
All right. So tell me, moving forward, you're looking to expand. Let's talk about that a little bit.
I got a piece of property that I want to put the next venture into. Basically, we're going to do it kind of buffet style and, sit down and, take your family out. Just to kind of let them see what we do. We're going to kind of have an open kitchen where they can look and see us cutting, look and see us doing everything with the meat. And we also have liquor at that location. So we'll forever be non-alcoholic right here on Stadium at 1504 Red Wolf. But the next location, we'll have liquor for your parties and your games and, more atmosphere like that.
Big moves being made. Mabry's Texas Style Barbecue coming at you. A major role in the black community, from our journey from the shores of Africa to even our time here sojourning in the United States. Central to the part food has played is the bonding and relationships that are developed around it.